Hey, good morning, 2A. Welcome to another lesson of Core Math. Today we'll be going through Module 4, Lesson 11 with yours truly, Mr. Andrews, working from home just like you. And today is April 21st, which just so happens to be National Big Word Day. So here's your opportunity to eloquently articulate your understandings so others can extrapolate your intelligence. And if you're wondering, the biggest word in the English language, what? Pneumonultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconeosis, which I learned is when someone inhales too much dust from a volcano eruption. Anyway, let's move on. Our learning target for today is to understand that great mathematicians use our understanding of place value to add and subtract using a strategy that makes sense to us. So let's review. How can we make sure that we're adding and subtracting accurately? I'll give you some think time. So there are many different things that you could do to make sure you're adding and subtracting accurately. The big things, of course, is that we show our work and prove your thinking. Give that evidence, label your work, represent. So let's get into today's. So for today's lesson, we're going to be using our brains. Brains. No, no, no. Sorry, Zombie Andrews. Not those kinds of brains. I know. No, I'm talking about using our mental math, using what we already know to solve in our heads. So, for example, 8 minus 7. Well, I already know that 8 is 1 more than 7. So that means that 8 minus 7 is, yeah, it's 1. So I can go ahead and write that in. 1. So let's take a look at another one. Right, 38 minus 8. All right, so looking at this, I can see, for example, that there is an 8 in the ones place and a 3 in the tens place. So I know if there's nothing in the ones place, if there's no number in the tens place, I know that 3 is going to move over. And then 8 minus 8 is, yeah, 0. So 38 minus 8 equals 30. Let's take a look at another one. Okay, now we're getting a bit trickier. 38 minus 7. Well, this is where now I can use what I did for the first two problems to help me through this one. So I know that because place value, right, 3 tens or 30 minus 0 means that there's still going to be 3 tens. And then we saw before, 8 minus 7 is, right. So 38 minus 7 is 31. And now let's take a look at a really tricky one. 38 minus 9. Well, I I know I can't take away 9 from 8. And I want to do this without having to like regroup. So let me think through this. I know that if I were to add like that 38 minus 10 would be 28. I'm thinking about friendly numbers here, my benchmark numbers. So if I were to add one more to 38, add one more to 9, that would be 39 minus 10 would be 29. So that's helped me understand that 38 minus 9 would be 29. So using those benchmark numbers, using numbers that are nearby can also help me solve. So let's review. When you get into your work today, first things first, pick a strategy that makes sense and show your work. For some of you, that will be mental math. That's great. Others of you, use flat sticks and dots, expand a notation, or a number line. Those are all great. Regroup when needed, starting in the ones place as always, and then move up through the larger place values. And finally, submit your work in standard form in the answer box. Again, the focus today and this week has been around understanding place value and using a strategy that makes sense. So that should tell you to play to your strengths, which talking about Big Word Day, is the longest one-syllable word. Fun fact. All right, so thanks so much for watching. You'll see me tomorrow. Good luck with your work, and I can't wait to see what you're able to accomplish. Check you later.